Hello everyone, welcome to Be You, Unique. Remember, improve all you have to improve like yourself, learn like yourself, do everything like yourself. Because you are you. You are you. You are unique. You have been created with your own personality. So, here, there is a question I want to ask you. What is the difference between you and animal? You use oxygen in your respiratory system? Yes, animal also does. You die? Yes, and of course animals also does. So what the difference? You eat? Animals also do. What is the difference between you and animals? What is the difference between you and animals? Our topic today is this one. Make time for God. Make time for God. That is the difference between you and animal. You as a human being, you have two different sides. The first one, you need normal things. Oxygen, food, and other things that facilitate your life to keep living. But also there is another side that makes you differ from any animal. This side is this one. Is spiritual needs. Animal doesn't no need spiritual things. But you as human being, you need spiritual things. That's the difference anyway. So you need to make time with your God. You can pray to your God. You can sing to your God. You can ask yourself how you can praise your God. You can praise your God. That's the only difference between you and animals. So make time for God. Your life will improve when you set aside time for God. When you do, you are caring for your spiritual need. There is something that has been taught by Jesus Christ. Let us examine this and you will find how you may make time for God and why you should do this. Remember, if you make time for God, you are caring for your spiritual needs because you need normal things in your daily life, but also there is another side that make you differ from any animal which needs spiritual needs, which needs spiritual things. Uh, in Matthew chapter 5 verse 3, Jesus said, happy are those conscious of their spiritual needs. Happy are those conscious of their spiritual needs. What does it mean? We as human beings, we all want to know the answers to such questions. For example, what is the purpose of life? Why is there so much suffering? What happens at death? There is no lion, elephant, or any other animal can ask itself these questions. Like, what is the purpose of life? There is no lion can ask him itself this question. There is no elephant can ask itself this question. Why is there so much suffering? And there is no cheetah itself can ask what happens at death. No. It's a human being's only can ask himself or herself these questions. And when we find the answers for those questions, our happiness immediately come. It means our happiness depends on finding those answers. That is why we need to make time for God. Because happy are those conscious of their spiritual need. In Matthew chapter 4, verse 4, Jesus said, a man must live not only on bread alone, but on every word that comes from Jehovah's mouth. Just as we have a need for physical food, we have a need for spiritual food. Because man must not live on bread alone, but on every word that comes from Jehovah's mouth. Jesus made clear that we must regularly look to God to fill our spiritual need. As we need physical food, we need also spiritual things that will be fed to those sides of human being that need spiritual things. In John chapter 17, verse 17, Jesus said, your word is truth. Jesus identified the primary way that God satisfies our spiritual need through His word, the Bible. So we need to study, to examine spiritual things in Bible. The words in Bible, all of them are truth. So we are being encouraged to find lasting happiness by making time for God and filling our spiritual need. There are some of the resources can help us. For example, read Bible and interactive Bible study courses. Let us make a small revision here. Let us review something that we were talking about. We're talking about the difference between us and animals. The difference is only one: spiritual needs. There is no animal that need spiritual things. It has only human being who need spiritual things. So that is why we want to know something like this one, the purpose of life. Why there is much suffering. What happens at death and other things. We want to know this, and these are spiritual things. So as human beings, we need to feed this side of us which needs spiritual things. So this also has been said by Jesus Christ in Matthew chapter 5, verse 3. Happy are those conscious of their spiritual needs. So we need spiritual things. And in Matthew chapter 4, verse 4, just as we have a need of physical food, we have a need for spiritual food. So here, as we have seen, Jesus made it clear that we must regularly look for God to fill our spiritual need. And in John chapter 17, verse 17, your word is truth. We need to search for truth in the Bible, where the words of our God Almighty has been written. So that is why we need to find lasting happiness by making time for God and filling our spiritual needs. We have some of the resources that can help us to make time with God, like reading Bible. You can find everywhere Bible on the internet or hard copy of Bible, and also the interactive Bible study courses. These are the things that can help you to make time with God. So, thank you so much, all of you. And remember, these are the lessons, but you have to learn like yourself. Improve like yourself, or we have to improve. Because you are unique. You have to be you. You have to be you. Because you have been created with your own personality. So make time with your God. And you will be fulfilled with happiness, especially on your side that makes you differ from animal, the side that needs spiritual things. Thank you so much, and don't forget to subscribe to get each other again. Thank you. This is Be You Unique. Keep being blessed.